All right. So here we are. I have one little thing I want to do before we get started. So bear with me for one moment while we do that. I don't know where it went. I know I have seen it. But where did it go? Ah, it's not the one I'm looking for though. Yeah, let's go with it. Oh yeah. Cool. So yeah, wanted to throw that on there before we start. We'll just stick that down here. All right. My bad. I was looking for it before we started the stream, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So hopefully that will now function. So, as you can tell by the title of the stream, we're going to be moving the ship around. Actually, we got a couple to move. We have some containers we got to get moved. I've been putting it off, moving them, and things are just a complete and total mess. So we're going to go ahead and get those moved today. I need to get the PI going. Been putting that off for a ridiculous amount of time. Like, we are not getting anywhere on PI because of that. So we're going to go ahead and move the Charon, which it's not that it's full of a bunch of loot. It's just the fact that I got ganked in an Orca. So I set up a different route than what I would typically take. It is a longer route. It is going to take a minute to go ahead and get that taken care of, like to get it all the way there. But that's going to be all right. We're going to be good. You know, if it takes a minute, it takes a minute. No big deal. So let's go ahead and undock. And let's get this journey started, because it's going to be a long one. So here we go. We're going to make our first jump. I can't really remember what the align time on this thing is, but it is long. I know that. Let's see, I need to turn my volume down some. I can't hear myself. So we are Big Ship Holland. So today was kind of like my Monday. I was off yesterday, had a eye doctor appointment. Why is that showing? We do not want that up there or that. Had an eye doctor appointment, and it went pretty good. Eyesight's good. I mean, comparatively to what it was before. But that wasn't really so much my concern as much as I don't know where to put that at. Yeah, we'll go right there. Eyesight's good, but most importantly, I didn't have to go to work yesterday. So that was fantastic. And the crazy thing about it was, until Sunday night, even though I put the reminder in my calendar on the correct day, I put the time in to get the PTO, to get paid, to not go to work. I put that in for the correct date. But for whatever reason, up until Sunday night when the alert went off on my cell phone, I thought I was off today. I thought I had to go to work Monday, so I thought I was off Friday, worked Saturday, off Sunday, worked Monday, worked off Tuesday, but that wasn't the case. I actually had Sunday and Monday off together, so I did get 2 days off. Granted, I had to go to the doctor, but no big deal. The worst part about that is just when they dilate your eyes. I hate that. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. So today was my Monday. Long story short, today was Monday, and yeah, I was feeling it. So we've been working on getting everything set up to start doing some production for the corp. That seems to be a big, long process. Like I'm really shocked. I guess even as a player in EVE, I never really got into production. Even though I did a lot of industry, I did a lot of mining. I basically just mined and sold the ore, or after I got my reprocessing skills up, I sold minerals. Like I never really got into actually setting up a pipeline of production, and it's grueling. Now I understand why you need spreadsheets. So now I have to go and figure out how, for one, do you get to the integrated spreadsheets in EVE? Because I know EVE is somehow integrated with Excel or something now. I got to figure out how that works. I've got to figure out how to use spreadsheets more effectively, for one. Because while I know like basic things, like I'm not getting the efficiency, I guess you would say, that I could be getting out of it. I feel like it could be better. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can find us something better than the EVE music. Bear with me. My wife says I should already have all this already dealt with, and I do agree. But it just seems like I never have everything quite set up. Let's try this out. Where is the volume? There it is. There we go. You guys will just have to let me know if that is too loud or if it's good. It seems good. I think it's good. See, it didn't take that long to get that set up. But yes, I do agree. It should already be done. Exciting corp news. We struck a deal for 10% tax with another corp a couple systems away to do some moon mining when they don't have time to mine at all. It's not going to be an all the time thing, but occasionally we will get to do some moon mining at just the cost of 10% tax. And I'm hoping that when we do that, it'll be enough to keep our reactions going. Because I think right now, like, I'm probably the only one, maybe one other player that's going to be doing reactions. So fingers crossed that that happens soon. And then on top of that, yesterday I found within 6 jumps of my home system, I found 2 public moons that pop on Fridays. However, the problem is it's late Friday. It's like Pacific time. I'm on the East Coast, so it's way later than what we would be on. But the good thing was I found it on Monday. Yeah, I found it on Monday. So there was ore there. Like, there was moon goo right there, still there, which tells me that they're not mining it out. Nobody's really hitting it. So Sunday, maybe? Also, Friday, I had said before that we weren't going to do the moon mining, or not the moon mining. We weren't going to do like the mining fleet as our primary stream on the weekend on Friday. It's back on. I figured out a way to make it a little more entertaining for myself, I think, and hopefully for everybody else. Oh, nice. We do have the old Raven Forge logo, don't we? I was just thinking, man, we really need to get that, but never mind. It looks like we already have it. I dig that. Hmm. Yeah. So after the Orca got ganked, this ship kind of just sat out here because I was afraid to bring it through the same systems, and then I finally figured out, hey, I don't have to bring it through the same systems at all. So that is super nice. I'm digging that. I wish there was a way to put a thing on here where it shows what song is playing. You think there is? What is this? Slipstream. Let's find out. Let's see. Something tells me it probably won't work. Nah. That's okay. Need to check out my dailies too and see what else those are. Manufacture an item, that'd probably be the easiest one to get done. by far the easiest. Let's see. Maybe that'll work a little better. I'm gonna hope so. I'm not exactly sure what's up with this music. Bass in your face, yeah. It's almost over. We're just gonna go with it. Just gonna go with it. Whatever. Let me see. Oh yeah. Get some water then. This is the weirdest track I've ever heard.
Get some water.
Then get some water. I'd like to know where they get the music for this. There's some beautiful graphics. I'm digging it. Probably need to turn my mouse speed down. That would probably help. Give us a little bit more of a steady spin around. Zhoosh. Oh no. we are out of coffee already. So yeah, hope everybody's having a great week so far. For today being a Monday for me, it was actually pretty good. Oh. Some of us are feeling spicy apparently, and we are autopiloting to the cluster. This is a large ship. You have to look into getting, I would look into getting a jump freighter, I should say. However, not going to run, most likely not going to run more than one account. So, that being said, jump freighter is kind of out of the question. It just is what it is. That's okay. Last thing I need to do is lose a jump freighter. I would probably be pretty salty, all things. Truth be told. Trying to find a safer route has changed this from being 17 jumps to, I believe, 23 jumps. So it has definitely added time, but that's worth it. So we're not going through the majority of our typical ganker systems. I just got to remember to remove those systems from our avoidance. What did I say? No, I don't know him. I don't think. Maybe I do. Nah. I don't. Thought I did for a second. It's not unheard of to bump into folks. I don't know what they make this cat food out of. This cat just jumped up here. Her breath stinks. Stinks. Say, well, maybe it's not the food. Touche. Touche. So far, it's taken us 28 minutes and I have absolutely no idea how many jumps we have done or how many we have yet to do. No idea. I couldn't even tell you what system we're in, to be honest. Just because of the way we have the overview set up at the moment. I know we are in Minmatar space. And Minmator. Other than that, no clue. Okay. You're just like short enough to where the people can't see you. Kitty tail. Shoom. So that makes me really curious. Is there a way to set course from Minmatar space to Jita without going through Udama? Is that a possibility? Does anybody know if that's possible? Like using system avoidance? Because if it is, that adds like a whole new... Quit bumping the mic. Quit. Don't rub your head on it. Adds a whole new dynamic to... Really? Whole new dynamic to space trucking. That might be something I'd be interested in doing if I could avoid that particular system. But if not, really not looking to have any part of it. I don't even like hauling my own stuff around. Back when ISEC buyback was a thing, that was my thing, and that's how I sold everything. Quit. I'm gonna put you down if you don't be good. Bad kitty. Oh, that looks snazzy. Super snazzy screenshot. Oh, actually. Boom. Yes, please screenshot that. There's my new desktop. I like it. Callie, quit. Alright. Say hi. Meow. Say bye. You gotta go, kitty. Okay. I'm not sure if that's exactly where I keep it at or not. Don't have any drones, so have to see how my drone box fits under here. I think this might actually be a little. Oh no, this is usually a little bit fatter. So it usually sits out like that. Right. So I'm gonna start us for the next warp, and I'm gonna go make more coffee because we need it. Because we need it. I'll be right back. Yeah, turn the mic back on. Pro streamer tip. All right. Pro tip. Turn the mic on when you stream, bruh. It'd be awesome. We should be getting fairly close, I think. Let me see. Then again, we might only be about halfway. I think we're about halfway. Pretty certain. Oh yeah, where's our there we go. Might as well put that back up there. Let me see. All right. Thinking we might. So we have a list of things we need to get done. So this is going to take care of this. So we'll be able to take that off the list. I've got containers over on the high sec I would want to bring over. And I can do that one of two ways. We can jump back to Atlantis, let's pod ourselves and go back, pick up the mammoth, or a deep space transport, and then jump back out this way. Take it across and get them. Or I can make individual trips with the crane, and I'm thinking making individual trips with the crane is actually going to be faster than using the deep space transport that's all the way back there, having to go back and get it and come back. However, it has to be brought over as well, so it's kind of a catch-22, as in like which way we want to actually do that. Shafe, what's going on, man? Welcome in. It's good to see you. Good to see you. So we'll just kind of have to see which way I end up deciding to go with that. Not exactly riveting gameplay to go over and get that and bring it. But once we, well, bringing it to the home system is not riveting gameplay because it's just more of this. But when we go to take it across the low sec pipe, then it's a little bit more riveting than bringing the crane across. You know what I mean? Because the crane, you're just cloaked, like you're making like 15 jumps back and forth. We're gonna have plenty of containers, so that's for sure. There will be no shortage of containers after this. There should be enough to organize all of my personal stuff, as well as help organize the corp assets as well. Don't do it, cat. She's getting ready to jump up here. She's like, oh please, just let me up there to sit on your lap. Yeah, it's going to be very helpful. We'll be able to organize like minerals. We'll be able to separate those out from ore. Yeah, it's going to be awesome once we have those all set up. And I have all of the blueprints that I'm going to be using in this ship, actually. I think these are actually, a lot of them are free blueprints. Like we have Lashak blueprints, Drekavec blueprints, cargo scanners, Hobgoblin ones, all your mining boosts, the scripts for those. There's Rodiva blueprints, a Vedmak blueprint, Algos blueprints, Coercers, Kimoras, Damovics, fuel block blueprints. There's a lot of blueprints. Got a slip near on the gate. Yes, there is much work to be done, Shiv. No, there'll be blueprint or copies. I have originals of most of them, but not all of them. So there's like there's a never-ending amount of copies to be had, so it's no big deal. And a lot of the ship blueprints that I was naming off, those are Triglavian ships. Those are all things that I've brought back from Abyssal runs. But I'm just gonna... I have like an overabundance of them. Oh, nice. So see, that's kind of what my thought is for the production. Getting the forges going, as it were, for the Corp, is getting into Tech 2 ammo and drones to start out with, which in itself, just with the blueprints that I have, is a lot to get into. Because even though I've like been an industrial pilot for a long time, like I've done mainly mining, like I've never really got into the actual production. I've just sold off ore or sold off minerals after I got my my stats up to where I could reprocess, had good reprocessing skills. I just reprocessed and then sold the minerals. So I've never really set up like, you know, this is what I'm going to make and we're going to make it all the time. Like I've never done that. So this is all new to me. Yeah, man, it's a good place to start. Like starting out, being a new player, it's a good thing to do. Or are you talking about that's what you're doing, like selling off the ore? Do not sell your ore. We must start manufacturing. But I am going to set up like corp missions or whatever, to where you guys can trade in or deliver ore to the corp. Man, you lost it in high sec. You're still out there in Jita, aren't you? Telling you, man, it's no place to be, puppy. No place to be. That is an area of space that I actively avoid. Even to go sell stuff, I try to stay away from there as much as humanly possible. In our base area. In high sec? I'm not gonna pull it up. I was gonna pull up the thing, but I don't want to. I don't want to put you out there like that. I'll take a look at it later. Who got you? Was it Parallaxis? That's crazy because I mean I mine our area all the time. Let's see here. Let's pull that down just a bit. There we go. Oh, like as far as pulling it up? If you're sure, man, I will pull it up and we'll take a look at it. And it's a good attitude to have. It is a learning experience. I myself have lost a lot of ships. I mean, I just recently lost a very expensive ship, and it really tweaked my nerves that I lost it. Actually, two. And it happens even as a veteran player, I think. At least it does to me. Like, you start getting complacent. Oh yeah, we are getting close to home now. Close to home. But yeah, you start getting complacent and you just don't take the steps that you would typically take to protect the stuff. Like, Orca, I didn't put my actual travel fit on. I just kind of willy-nilly threw it together real quick, and I didn't have all of my tank. And I think if I had had the tank all set up the way it usually is, I think it would have survived the gank. I really do. But hindsight's 2020. So this one, now that I've replaced it, I just keep it tanked out all the time. Like, there's no quick warp, there's none of that. Like, it's just full tank all the time. No, I'm not going to lose another one. I think that's the only Orca I've ever lost. And I have fought the Orca in low sec against gate camps, and I've never lost one. But when 35 catalysts jump you, you know, it's not a lot you can do about it. Just shouldn't have been hauling so much in one ship in one time, and I knew that too. And again, complacent. So let me see. We'll go ahead and we'll pull this up and let's see what we've got. Kill reports. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, no sir. That is a horrible area. You're in 0.4, you're in low sec, sir. Anything under a 5 is low sec. Yeah. And that is... I'm surprised Parallaxis didn't get you, actually. Because that is Parallaxis territory. Yeah, so that's... Yeah. Can't go there at all. At all. Barges or exhumers in low sec is a big no-no. So Parallaxis is a very large alliance that pretty much controls all of the low sec space around around our home area. Now you'll see them. I think I've got them set to orange or red for the corp, so you'll see them come in. If you see them in high sec, you really don't have to worry about them. They're not high sec gankers. They're low sec players, and if you're in low sec, they're gonna kill you. It's just what they do. It's their territory. It doesn't mean we don't go there and, you know, ninja mine and stuff like that. You just got to be careful. You got to be aware that they're there and that that's what they're about. We're gonna have to do some low sec training. Let's do that. Oh no, man, it actually makes it very exciting. Very exciting. You just got to know how to do it. We'll do some low sec training. I suppose we could do it Friday. If you're good with doing it Friday, are you available Friday? What minerals is it you're trying to get? Is it isogen? I will plan to do low sec mining on Friday, and if you are on, we will do low sec training. We will fleet up. We will get in the Discord chat, and anybody else that's on. Okay, no big deal. But yeah, Friday we will take a look. What is this? Ah. That's alright. I don't get too worried here closer to the home system. There are spots I am very careful where I mine in high sec. Like Tiana Suade, it's kind of hit or miss. Typically everything is fine there, but there are times when gankers come through. And when that happens, they will kill you. So I have made it to my point to not take my Mackinaw to Tiana Suade because the Mackinaw is so expensive. I will, however, take a procurer or a retriever even, because the retriever, in comparison to mining ice, is a cheap ship. So if you can get it to last you a month without getting ganked, like you've done pretty good, you know? You've paid for that retriever like over and over. Granted, yes, it mines a little slower, but I don't feel like losing a procurer every time I turn around either. Mining in Gelfven, I don't really pay much attention. I pretty well would just mine with whatever. I will mine with the Mackinaw there. Here lately I've been doing a lot of worker mining just because I'm trying to get fleets going and stuff, but I'm about to start just mining and whatever until the fleets arrive. Fleet members show up and then I'll get the Orca out. Until then, we're just gonna have the old Mackinaw out and doing it that way. Now I have seen times where I have mined low sec with a Hulk and an Orca and, you know, a whole fleet. But that was when I was with No Forks. We literally had control of, like, I couldn't even tell you how many systems. That was when No Forks Given was still a large alliance. And I could actually hold, like, the New Eden, the actual New Eden system. We lived in Promised Land, which was, like, right next door. Those were profitable times, but where we're at right now, yeah, we're either gonna have to take a venture or get an endurance. Endurance is an awesome ship. Like, it mines really well. It's a nice ship. It's nimble. It's tanky. It can speed tank most of the NPCs that you're going to encounter. So, and you do have drones. You can warp off to a safe spot, and that's something else that we'll go over too. We'll go over safe spots. Safe spots in low security space is like, you have to have them. Have to have them. Even if you're in an endurance, like, you got to have somewhere that you can warp to and cloak where they can't warp to. Gotta have it. My goodness, guys, we are so close to home right now that it's a blessing. This trip has taken us nearly an hour. It will be over an hour by the time we get to where we're going. 23 jumps, 1 hour. So that tells you how long each jump has taken on average. Like, it's taken a long time. You just got to be careful, man. And personally, I don't do low sec missions. Not like mission agent missions. I've done several, but I try to not. But one way that you could do it, try to do it, is to get a like a Tengu or a Loki to run the missions with. That'd be one suggestion. And another would be having corpies. You know, get your corp buddies to go in smaller ships, kind of spy everything out, and then they can sit on the gates, you know, cloaky on each side and kind of watch and make sure nothing's coming in. And as soon as something enters whatever systems they're in, they can tell you, hey, we got so and so here. We need an intel channel. I'm glad you brought that up. We need an intel channel. If we're going to be going into low sec, we're going to need an intel channel. Good thinking. I'll put that on my list. Where is my list? There it is. An intel channel is a channel, just like it says, for literally for intel. So like when they're doing that, or when they're in low sec systems and they see pilots, other people, they call them out. Like, this person's here, they're in this ship, in this system. And that's nice. Oh yeah, it is absolutely for members only. Yeah. Yeah, that would just be our channel. It would be the RVFG Intel channel. And then there's also, if you look in your channels, if you go to add a channel, wherever it's at, there's the island chat. So the island chat is people that hang out on the high sec island. That's a pretty cool channel to have. If you go to the island, they will sometimes call out intel. But yeah, that's a good thought. We need an intel channel. When we start running low sec, I'll make one up. And that's something to keep in mind too. When you go to low sec, just figure that anybody that's seeing you in local, they're calling you out in an intel channel. Because it's almost like a sure thing. All low sec, null sec alliances and corporations, they all have intel channels for sure. No fail. Just dropping that knowledge, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Just dropping that knowledge. Trying to grind up some LP? Oh. Do you have a crane? It's not quite as much as the combat missions, but logistics, I'm telling you, if you're trying to grind LP, the crane, man, and do the hauling missions, or whatever they're called, I don't, what do they call those? Get to level 4 on them, pretty good. Mission agents, what is it? Distribution agents. Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, for what you're doing and the time spent on them, it's not bad ISK. We might run some of them on the channel too. I was actually thinking about those today because I work in actual logistics. I was like, man, like, I should run some logistic missions. They're not horribly exciting though, because you're just kind of jumping from place to place. But yet here we are, running logistics. You know, we're just moving this ship from one place to another. One more jump, and then we are in the home system, finally. This has seemed like it has taken forever. Need to put longer timers on these, I'm assuming, because that seems really annoying how often they're popping up. At least it's annoying me. Maybe nobody else finds it that bad, but to me it's highly annoying. Talking about the new veteran players and the recruitment link thing over here, like. But in all seriousness, if you're looking for a corp, hit me up. We need members. Like, we've got to get the numbers up. I just put out a new advert today, so that will be hopefully helping. But like, that's like this whole trip that we've made, these 23 jumps. I really should have been on it and like dropping like a recruitment thing in the chat and local, like with each jump. Not spamming local, just one drop per system. Should have been doing that. But we still have to go get the Mastodon or whatever the ship is I gotta go get. So if we get the Mastodon, we might do that. We might take the exact same route back. And we'll drop that recruitment link and hopefully we can get some players. I think we're up to what, 6 now? And I haven't seen many of us active, honestly, in like a week. Like, I think Varai is on vacation or something. Like, he's been gone for a while. I know he said he was like 200 or 2,000 kilometers from home or something. He was a long ways from home the last I talked to him on stream. That one guy that we picked up from doing that, I haven't seen him on in a long time. I'm thinking that might be a new bro that just went go. He ain't coming back. There was a gentleman on YouTube that had hit me up about recruiting, but I never heard back from him. Must have been on during the day. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, I am only on like late in the evenings, so it's just the way my work schedule is. I wish I could just sit and chill and do this like all day, every day. Like, that would be life goals for sure. I need to put that in my bio. Like, the goal is to just stream and hang out with y'all like every day. Like, that's the goal. I'm a long ways from it. It's not really a very viable goal at this point, but hey man, every dream has to start somewhere, okay? Somewhere. And you gotta believe and you'll get there. Maybe, and maybe not. Stay positive, man. It's my retirement plan. I've still got like another 20 years, as long as, you know, Eve just holds up that much longer. It might. I'm definitely digging this music though. So Friday nights, this Friday we're not going to do it. We might do it. I don't know. It's going to be a long stream, so we may have time to do the public fleet. I want to do the public fleet because I fitted the Orca up with firework launchers, and we're going to do rock the belts. We're going to have cool music on. You come out. Everybody can just join the fleet. We can mine. We'll have fireworks and rave music, and we're going to rock the belts, man. It's going to be fun. Friday. Hopefully. And if we don't do that, we'll go to low sec and outfit firework launchers and take them out there, and we'll go do it in low sec. We'll act a fool. We'll act a fool. Defense team? Nah. Maybe. I mean, I have seen odder things. Defense team don't do much good. Because defense teams usually bring in like large ships, and the people that come to gank you, they're in destroyers and they're already popped before anything can happen. As far as high sec, if you're talking about high sec, defense team just ain't much good. Ooh, here we are. We got an Ishtar sitting outside the station. We made it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gelfaven, the prime location of all of New Eden for high sec adventures. Maybe not, but I like it. I like Gelflingen. I like the entire area. I like the whole Molden Heath area. There's nothing quite like it. It is home. I have lived in many, many places. I have been a traveler, a voyager, a wanderer, if you will. But Molden Heath will forever be home. Alright, so let's see what we got here. I'm going to go ahead and slide my inventory over so everybody can see what we just hauled over. It's not a lot. It was a haul full, though. Okay, so here's all of the blueprints I was talking about. We're going to drop those right into the Cork blueprints. Oh, well, let me do it that way. Okay. Yes, that is fine. So let's see. So you've got all your mining lasers, you've got hobgoblins, cargo scanners, auto integrity seal blueprints or preservation seal blueprints, life support backup units. These are two things that are needed for just about every major ship build. I do have originals for these, by the way, so we can make plenty of them. We have Rodivas, Vedmax, Algos, Coercers, Kikimoras, Damaviks, fuel cells, both hydrogen, helium, and I also have the other two. I have oxygen and whatever the other one is. We have all of those. We have light missiles, cruise missiles, different size howitzer cannons, afterburners, medium shield, and ice harvesters. So yeah, and we also have 8 station containers, which is what I'm really excited about, and my large moon ore compressor, which I thought I lost whenever we lost the Orca, and I bought another one at an outrageous price in heck because I was right next door mining Moongu. But no, lo and behold, here it is, and now I'm going to sell it probably. So if you're looking for a large moon ore compressor, I'm your guy. I got you. And this is just a bunch of junk. Other than that, a little bit of PI stuff here and there. The shuttle I took over, which we'll go ahead and just drop back over here. So, also some ore. We might as well drop that right into the mats. Why not? Because why not? Alright, so I might drop these into blueprints. I also have a bunch of others loaded up to haul off to make copies of and to research. Yeah. Let me go ahead and we'll drop these in here. And that's an ore. No, you cannot access the originals from any station, unfortunately. Brian, I was hoping that was the case earlier, but it turned out to not be the case. I had to actually haul them all over here. Well, over there and then back. So let's go ahead and we'll just drop this in somewhere. So blueprint wise, here's everything that I personally have. So I still have Drekavax, I've got Hurricane blueprints, Lashaks. I have the originals for the 100mm steel plates, the cargo scanners, all 3 of the mining laser enhancements. These are the things you're going to need to produce these. So these are reactions. You have to have moon ore to do that. Add your own containers. What do you mean? And then we also have like a few other ships. This one is a special one I got for the recruitment link. You see over here on the side in the chat. I've just never made it. This one I picked up in LowSec when I used to run LowSec. We got a bunch of others. Catalyst blueprint, we picked that up from a guy out at the old home station. Thrasher blueprint, same story, hasn't been researched yet though. These ammos are good to check out. We've got a Rifter. We got a Venture. I have the original somewhere. Now that I'm thinking of it, I don't know where it's at. It may actually be... I don't know where it is. That's a good question. But I have the original for that venture blueprint somewhere. And then all of these are things that I've gotten from different low-sec missions and hacking sites. And these were from what was that? I'm not sure. It's plugged in on the desk or on the table. But actually the venture might be, I might have moved it over here. I very well may have moved it. I'm not sure. All right, so there's all that. We got everything moved. I'm not going to worry about organizing it right now. I'm not going to bore you with the details of that. I want to put ore in containers for her to access. Ah, you're looking to bypass contracts and a tax involved. I see, I see. Actually, you can do, if she's in the corp, which she would have to be to access the containers, you can do, I believe, don't quote me on this, look it up, but I believe you can do corpy to corpy contracts for free. So you can just contract it over whatever you need to. All right, so we got all that hauled. Very glad to get these over here. So now the question becomes, what do we do next? So I can either jump back, like pod myself, just do the home station thing, grab the mammoth and bring it across, or we can just go ahead and start hauling containers in the crane one at a time. That's the decision we have that we're dealing with right now. And I think there is a ladybug crawling up the arm of my mic. It's so weird and random. Okay. So I believe what we will do... Such a hard decision. We're gonna jump back and get it. It'll be much faster hauling back across that area with that ship in comparison to what we just did. Let me make absolutely sure we have no augments. We do not. Okay, so we are just going to pop ourselves. And there we go. Fastest trip ever. And we'll hop in our little Mastodon. Oh yeah. She's sleek and stylish. Sleek and stylish. So let's go ahead and set our destination. Oh wait. Is there anywhere else I want to stop along the way? That's actually the question. No, we're not going to worry about it. Let's just go and do what we got to do. Let's just go do what we got to do. Yeah, she is a very nice looking ship. Actually, she needs cleaning. She needs a cleaning. I love me some Minmatar ships. Question 2, do we have... No, we do not have the emblem to put on her. There we go. Alright. So this is a deep space transport. It's a pretty nice ship. Fairly tanky, if I remember correctly. I don't really remember. Let's see. Oh yeah, fairly tanky. Not horribly tanky, but fairly. And I'm missing something. I'm not sure what I had down there. I don't know. So let's see how fast she'll warp out. Can't remember if she's quick, slow. Thinking she's slow unless you do the jump trick. And then away we go. So really not too bad. Not fabulous, but not too bad. So let's try the micro warp drive cloak trick. Oh yeah. That's how we're gonna get across to go get our stuff. Also, how I used to when my orca was like quick, that's how I would travel, and I was not doing that when we got popped. Lazy. That's what I'm saying. I was just being lazy, complacent. Complacency has no placency here. None whatsoever. Okay, good. It just hit me that I haven't been really watching the multi-stream chat, just the, What are you doing? You gonna jump or what? Weird. Okay, here we go. Micro warp drive, pokey jump. Love it. What kind of ship are you using to run missions, Mr. Chief? If you don't mind me asking. Just curious. I like ship fits, man. Love me some ship fits. Ooh. Notice this is a sharp ship. I like it. Let's see. Let's try it again. Practice makes perfect, guys. Practice makes perfect. Let's see. If you go to your fitting window, simulate that fit, drag the name of the ship that you see in the top left corner right above your fit down to the corp chat, and I can pull it up on screen. That should work. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Capacitor flux coils. 2 shield boost amplifiers. Extra large. Clarity ward enduring shield booster. Holy moly, bro. What's your DPS on this thing? Scourge light missiles. 205. Hang on, let me hold on. Let me get the cloaky warpy going here. And we shall tanker. We shall tanker. I love me some fits. I think it comes from running so many abyssals. Alright, so let's try. I'm just gonna play, man. I'm not saying this is what you need to do or nothing like that. I'm just playing. Get rid of that and that. All of these. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. It would be theory crafting. That's all I'm doing. Okay, turrets and launchers. What are you running? The Aeroblast? Okay. Rapid lights. Let's go lows. Turrets and launchers. Cross sleep compact. Shoot, let's do 3 of them bad boys. Let's get a loadout of let's do Caldari Navy. Scourge light missiles. Did that change them all? Oh, did I grab Garistas? What? My bad. Let's change that. Okay, let's get rid of that. Yeah, that's why I went faction on the missiles. The only downside to those is they're a little more expensive, so you'd probably want to use them like in those special moments. And we need to get you some shield going on here. Shield boosters. I like the large shield booster pretty good. What's that repping? 309. 9. How often? Every 4 seconds? Or you could go. Let's see. Good grief. Let's not do that. Let's keep it cheap. Oh. No, let's not. Let's. Oh, wait. Okay, so we still have that one on there. That's the problem. Is that running without? Is that without the cat booster? No. Ooh, now your cap's stable. and boost him 507 every 4 seconds. I don't like that though. I hate those things really. Uh-oh. We are decloaking. Gotta get moving. That's what that stabber or whatever had. I don't like those. There we go. 309 ain't bad. It's not great. It's not bad. Another option though. That takes up 2. I don't. Let's try it. Let's just see. No, that's not even as good. So clarity ward. That. Okay. So now we need to fix the capacitor. And we need some zoomy going on there. Gotta get that thing moving. Let's do propulsion. Afterburner is not a bad idea. That's gonna get you up to 801. If you can get moving and zooming around some things, it's pretty good. What happens if we shut one of these off? Yeah, I don't know. Hey, I think we've made it to the halfway mark of our trip, though. Okay. Back to the task at hand. Okay. Engineering. Lead acid battery doesn't appear to do a lot, does it? Can we do a large? It's questionable. But I suppose we can. And then go to our lows. Capacitor flux coil, maybe? Do. Oh, I don't know why I did that already. Rigs. Not electronics, but engineering. How did we get down to 285? Probably because of this, huh? One of these has a side effect. What is that? Oh wait, hold on. Yep. Shield boosting. There it is. Capacitor power relay. So, can we get rid of that one for... What was the other one? Flux coil. We can. There we go. And now you're back at the 309 HP every 4 seconds. You have really good resistances. 66 across the board, that's pretty good. Ah. There we go. Oh, you can only run 4 of them? Oh, you only have 4 of them. What? 5. Why does it give me 8? Whatever. Whatever. 343 DPS. Not too shabby. For 73 mil, not bad. If you're more able to kill it, you don't have to sustain the damage that it's inflicting for as long. Kind of my philosophy. Alright, let's take off, get on up out of here. I haven't fit a Gnosis in a long time, I don't know. Let me see, I think the last Gnosis I actually fit. You want me to save that? I want to save it. Sure. Let me see. What was the last Gnosis I fit? I think it was a PvP fit, actually. I have fit a few. Let's see. Vladimir? Yeah, that wasn't mine, I don't think. Maybe it is. About the same. Yeah, 589 DPS. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. That's crazy though, man, the amount of reps you were able to get out of that. 900 and some every 4 seconds or something. That's crazy. And still be able to have cap stability, man. Good looking out. This is a total way that I wouldn't have considered going with the extra large, but not bad. Let's see, where... I'll kill that for just a second. So I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get all, I think I have 6 containers over there on the island, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to get all 6 of them in here. We're not even going to stop in Gulfhaven. Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. I was just saying, like, I would have never considered, like, I would have never thought about even trying to be able to cap stabilize something like that size of a shield booster. And the fact that you were able to cap stable that was insane. Stabilize the capacitor. Where are we at? I don't even know where that is. So we're still pretty far from home, I would say. All right, yeah, give me just a second and I will send that over to you. Did I do it? No, of course I didn't. There we go. Let's go. Wrong button. Let me find it here. That's the one I just saved, wasn't it? There you go, sir. It should be fairly close to alpha, but what reps and DPS you're actually going to get from it will probably be quite different than what I would get out of it. Watch, I'm gonna get all of these, like hit all of these jumps, and then I'm not gonna jump when I actually want to, cloak jump when I need to. It ain't gonna work. Okay. It should be good now, I think. Oh yeah, we're close to home. Not that far out. I think I could kind of get used to this setup. As far as the stream, the way I have everything going, I kind of dig it. A whole different application I'm using, so. Oh, you're running out of CPU on it. Yeah, I've had to max out my CPU skills for the Gila Fit. How far off on the CPU are you? How many gigaflops or whatever it is? Let's see. think that's I didn't really want to do that. I think that's your CPU. I could be wrong. That might be, yeah, no, that's power grid, I think. No, that's power grid. Yeah. $6 mil. Well, not around here. Probably in Vegeta or somewhere. 6 mil, you could boost your CPU output by 2%. You'd have to run the math on it. I don't know what that would be. If that would be enough to cover 24 or not. But yeah, with that implant. You could do a lot more, but I mean, it wouldn't be cost effective for anything above that. End up having more in the implant than you do in the entire ship. Hi, cat. We're gonna have just about enough time to just grab these and go. Oh. Oh. Well, well, well. We have some moons to mine. We have 2 moons that we can mine right now. That is awesome. Let's see, this one is set to expire on the 14th and one on the 16th. 14th and the 16th. What is it, the 13th? So one will expire tomorrow, and we have 2 days on the other one. Oh, that's awesome. Except for the fact that I have to work. That's fantastic. Good thing about it though is moon rocks are usually fairly large, so in the evenings I can set an orca out, mine on that sucker. Reminder to self. Message back. About the moons. That's amazing. I did not expect us to be able to mine that quick. I thought it might be like in a month or so, maybe we'll get to mine something, but for like day number 1, we have two moons. We just got access to the moon mining next door that we had talked about getting. And we have 2 moons. We can mine them with permission, like they'll notify us if there is a moon that they're not going to be able to mine. There are currently 2 moons. One expires on the 14th, one expires on the 16th. We are welcome to mine. We have to pay 10% tax. Each member that mines has to pay a 10% tax to their corp, which is legit. I mean, that's typically what, you know, if our corp had a moon to mine, we would expect 10% for upkeep on the stations and stuff. So I mean, that's awesome. Awesome. Very excited. It's our first business venture, as it is. And that should be a chill place to mine too. You will contract it to them. So you'll run a math. I will, I think I already have a moon ore calculator that's calculated out to 10%. So I will put a link to that tomorrow evening. I'll put a link to that calculator spreadsheet in our MOTD. So it'll show up in the top of our chat. Oh wait, we're not going there. That way you can calculate out easily what your 10% is. All right, here we go. We're jumping into low sec. And we would probably want to contract to that to them in one of their stations there. And in the contract, you're going to want to list, you know, in the title or details of the contract, list what moon it is. Which the station should be named according to the moon, typically. So there wouldn't be no big issue on figuring out which one. And we are getting ready to have containers for all the corp goodies to put in the corp hangers, because I'm getting ready to grab 6 more. I think we're actually going to have like 8 total that I won't need to use for my own personal stuff, so maybe 8, 6 or 8, I'm not sure which yet. And also they said to set your contracts to 7 days as far as the expiration of them, because they're not on every day. So setting them to 7 days will make sure that they get this stuff. Okay, so we have made it across one way. We just need to come back. Yes, blueprint containers for, or blueprint containers for copies. Blueprint copies for containers would be very beneficial. Ooh. Oh, auto sentience. You'd be picking them up in a shuttle. Oh wait, let's just jump. I don't need to. Alright, where are we going? Yeah, here. Yeah, interceptor would be good too. Good point. Okay, so grab these containers, get them back, and that's it for me for tonight. Oh, and then I got a message back about the moon. It's like a thank you, and yes, we will absolutely do that type thing. And yeah, that's cool. I think there is another corp. I don't know if they ever messaged back. There was 2 corps that they had messaged about this, or 2 people, myself and somebody else. I'm assuming they were messaging on behalf of the corp as well. So we will have other people possibly. See, it was a group message the first time. This one was not. It was a direct reply to me, so I'm hoping that it would just be us mining those. But as long as we keep our standing good and keep a good working relationship, it will eventually be probably just us. And we want to mine as much of that as we can when they can't, so that they're making their 10% and not needing anybody else to help. So we have a mission for the next 2 days is to mine those. I will drop the locations in the Discord. Probably under the mining fleet section, I think. I did a little reorganization of that. Hopefully that works out for everybody. Okay, we just need the containers, please. Just the containers. Oh, there's 7 of them. Okay, well, I don't have room for all of them. Unless one will fit here. Yeah, I didn't think so. So I've got room for all of them but one. And there's more than I thought there was. So I don't know how many there was over here when we first started bringing them over. Because I've already brought over like, I don't know, 3 or maybe 4. Whoa, what did I just do? Wow. Okay. So let's start our trip back here. Oh, look, there's large kernite over here. And there's not even anybody in the system. Totally about to bring over, not tonight, but at some point, totally about to bring over a mining vessel to mine. There's always something good over here on the island to cut. It's a very lucrative place to be. And of course now we have moon mining on the mainland. So excited. The island, it's a high-sec island. Varai, I can absolutely do that, sir. I can absolutely do that. Shape, it's a high-sec island, so it's a group of high-sec systems, but it's completely surrounded by low-sec, so the only way to get there is to go through low-sec. It's a nice little place that's actually pretty safe, because most of your gankers are cowards, for a better way of putting it, so they typically won't go to low-sec or through it to get to the high-sec island. It's only a 2-jump pipe. Gotta go through Illimur and Atlar. One of the systems is Haraka. If you're looking for a way to get there, Shafe, it's Haraka up here. No, it's not a bad pipe. It is Parallaxis territory, but they typically don't gate camp. You also have Minmatar Death Squad, which is usually in Illimore. But they're not too big on gate camps either. I used to be a Corp member and an Alliance member, but they will still grab me if they can. Because they're the Death Squad, you know? That's what they do. But their concern typically is more like battling Parallaxis for control of 1 or 2 low-sec systems, including Illimore. They typically have their hands full with bigger fish than just people passing through. It's another possibility of a good relationship that we might be able to get going, is helping fuel their war machine with our industry. Possible. So I know their industry is in a bad spot right now. But we'd probably have to get into shipbuilding before that becomes a thing. So we got a ways to go for that. All right, last jump. We went through, yeah, so we just passed through the pipe. No big occurrence. I mean, it's not necessarily somewhere you want to just go and hang out. You definitely don't want to just go here in the pipe, like in the low sec part, and just sit and mine, but in the right ships you can pass to. They fly a lot of Minmatar ships, Typhoons, a lot of Typhoons, Hurricanes. I have a few of their doctrines, I think, saved from when I was in the Corp with them and in Alliance with them. Let's see. Okay. So like the whole high sec island, like when I was with Galliahorn, we were part of the Broken Chains Alliance with Minmatar Death Squad, and the entire high sec island was basically ours. Figaminka, we had like, I couldn't tell you how many moon mining stations set up and just all kinds of stuff going on. But then Parallaxis pretty well. When we started trying to push into low sec, Parallaxis pretty well ended that. They moved another sounds good, Varai. I will see what I can figure out. We're going to get a court buyback going so that everybody mining can just sell their ore, you know what I mean? That way everybody's got a reason to be mining. They can be making themselves money and helping the court make money as well. All right, guys. So there we are. We have all of our containers here. That's 2 things off our list. I got all the stuff back from Atlantis. So we can delete that off the list. We got the containers back from the island. I still have not gathered my stupid PI, but that's going to have to wait for another time because I have got to get ready, go to bed and get ready for work. I will go ahead and message them back about the moons, and I will throw that in a corp. Probably not in the Discord, I'll throw it in a corp mail. Yeah, most likely 90% at Jita buy price. Jita buy price. And then maybe later we can do like whatever the middle is called. I can't remember what they call it. Split. Jita split later after we get established. All right, so I'll get back a hold of them about the moons, and I'll put that in a mail. I'll send that out to everybody so you can know where to go. And mine you some moon goo while I'm at work or whatever. And I'll be on in the evening and we'll mine some. All right, guys, until the next one, fly safe.